The Christian's final authority must be the words of God. And most Christians would say that, indeed, that is their final authority. But upon closer examination of the practice of modern-day Christianity, it shows that most people are practicing theology, not the Bible. On the surface, this might seem innocuous and a matter of semantics, but it is not. Webster's 1828 dictionary defines theology as, quote, the science of God and divine things, unquote. The question then to ask is, by what source do we arrive at this science? Webster goes on to elaborate on different types of theology: natural theology, revealed theology, moral theology, speculative theology, and scholastic theology. But besides revealed theology, no other category of theology relies on the words of God to arrive at its conclusions. And herein lies the problem. The early church had God's words revealed to them, taught to them, and thereby established the doctrines upon which the church and all of its components are founded. However, at some point the church decided that what their apostle, prophet, pastor, or teacher taught them could be believed and accepted without question or verification. How dare we question good, godly men of faith, you might say. Yet this is precisely what the church at Berea did with Paul's words in Acts chapter 17, verse 11. They did not accept him based on his standing or reputation with the church, nor, however, did they judge his words based upon their ideas, their thoughts, their reasoning, or their theology. But they judged his words by searching the Scriptures. But sadly today most churches follow the example of the Jews of Thessalonica and simply hold to their established theology without checking the Scriptures to see if those things are so. It turns into what is termed as scholastic theology, quote, that which proceeds by reasoning, or which derives the knowledge of several divine things from certain established principles of faith, unquote, notably lacking any reference to Scripture. So churches rely upon established principles and their reasoning to determine their theology. Oh, they will refer to the Bible as long as they can make it match their theology, but will seldom, if ever, use the Bible to correct their theology. And by degrees, the church wanders from the true doctrines of the words of God and teaches for doctrines the commandments of men, according to Matthew 15:9 and Colossians 2:22. If someone ever does come along that abides by exact scriptural doctrine, he is usually classified as an extremist, a hyper-literalist, or at best an oddball. Theology, like any other science, can and should be regularly subjected to rigorous evaluations and scrutiny by what should be the source of its declarations, the words of God. They searched the Scriptures daily, whether those things were so. So where's your authority? Theology or the Bible?